Dillon Danis versus KSI is off, and KSI is going to be fighting another YouTuber by the name of Faze Temper. Now, for a lot of the MMA fans, you guys might be thinking, who is Faze Temper? What does this have to do with MMA? Why are you talking about this? Well, it's because Dillon Danis is a part of the MMA community. I mean, he's the guy that talks shit all the time and doesn't fight. And look, I want to get into this chronologically. So it all started November 15th, where Dillon Danis and KSI was announced. Beforehand, Dillon Danis and KSI had gotten into some sort of like scruffle backstage, where Dillon Danis threw coffee at KSI, and right away I made a video about it, and like many others, me in the video had said Dillon Danis is going to pull out. Dillon Danis is not going to show up. And I'll be honest, you know, I thought that if Dillon pulled out, it would have been a lot sooner, but less than 2 weeks before the event is actually crazy. And I'm gonna be honest, I've answered questions about Dillon before, and I've done a little bit videos referencing Dillon Danis in the past, and I've always given Dillon a bit of leeway and said, hey, he's playing a character, he's just a troll, and the guy has legit jiu-jitsu skills. So I was always a little lenient on him and said, hey, if he jumped in the MMA world, if he actually fought, I think that he would do well. I think he has good jiu-jitsu. I think if he picked up the strike. But about last week, I also did a video talking about Dillon Danis, saying that there was a rehydration clause he was unaware of, turned out to be false.
Something to do with the weight rehydration clause where I can't be. So the fight's at 177. I'll make the weight the day before, like everybody is. I'm professional. I don't miss weight. They want me to be like 4 pounds a day, 4 pounds heavier the day of the fight. And if every pound that I don't make the weight on the second day, I get a penalty, which is...
And informed KSI's manager today that he is going to be pulling out of the fight. And according to his team, it's because he's underprepared.
Mr. Danis has made quite a few excuses. I got a phone call saying Dillon is pulling out of the fight. From what they said to me is that he's underprepared. He has no coach. He might be struggling with weight.
And at this point, Dillon Danis has annoyed me because, look, a lot of people are like, oh, you're talking shit. I don't mind the talking shit, you know. I don't hate Colby, you know. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Colby. I don't hate Colby because at least he goes in there and fights. I don't mind trash talkers as long as you go in there and fight. You know, you don't even need to win. Just at least fight. But Dillon Danis has proved that he's not going to fight. But let's talk about KSI's new opponent, Faze Temper. Now, I know a lot of you guys are subscribed to the channel for MMA and maybe you're not interested in this whole boxing, let alone YouTube boxing space. But I am, for the record. I do find this stuff kind of interesting, but I know someone that would have came to London on less than 2 weeks notice and fought KSI. Yes, I'm talking about Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley would have happily jumped on that plane. The only issue is the weight, maybe. I also had tweeted that I thought Joe Fournier was supposed to be a replacement. I could have sworn that they had said in the past Joe Fournier, which is an undefeated 9-0 boxer, was going to be the replacement. He set the fight on the card. Yeah, I think that fight was scheduled for 200 pounds, so I'm not sure. Faze Temper is definitely better than Dillon Danis, so I think it is a bigger test for KSI. In terms of the general public, people won't look at it like that because yes, he is just another YouTuber. I think a better fight than Faze Temper would have been Anthony Taylor, because Anthony Taylor talks shit. You saw that thing with him in the parking lot. He could sell a fight well, he could talk well. He's kind of funny a little bit, even though he's sometimes annoying. He's kind of funny too. He has the whole sparring partner history with Jake Paul. But yeah, I think Anthony Taylor would have been the fight to go. I don't really know the weight discrepancy there, but I can't imagine that he's too far away from 177. I would assume that he's lighter, honestly. All right, KSI, Faze Temper. Who do I think is going to win? It's tough because I think people really overrate KSI's boxing ability and underrate Faze Temper's ability. So I want to go watch the tape. I have obviously a prediction for you guys the week of the fight. But if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to lean towards Faze Temper. As of right this moment, I want to look into it. I know he got knocked out before, but like I said, I think people severely overrate KSI's boxing ability and underrate Faze Temper's ability. So I'm going to see what's up. If there's any betting lines, I'll definitely take Faze Temper though. But here's the thing is you got to give KSI credit and kind of feel bad for him. Look, man, this was 2 pullouts in a row. Last event, he tried his best to save it, tried to get 2 random people to fight. I think it was literally shorter than 2 weeks notice last time. This time now he's fighting a much different opponent. At least they're both southpaws, but Faze Temper is like 6'3" or something, or 6'4", much taller than KSI. So that's gonna be a problem for KSI, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to make this a short video because the news came out and tomorrow is going to be the Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.